Hello, welcome to the view from the afternoon. What went down? Slam dunk. It's me, Ben, and today I'm joined by, it's only bloody Rob and Raz.
The clickers.
There we go.
Hey,
Better late than never, boys. How we doing?
Good, mate.
Good.
We're saying how it's nice that we've got 3 people here on the podcast. Nice to be back, first of all. 3 very technically capable people. So,
This one's going to be great.
you know, we've got the settings right. We've got, like, the clickers are going to work.
Is it?
You tell me,
Do you
Ben.
know, the clicker's going to work. It's the person holding the clicker is the core issue here.
It is so easy to forget to click when you're having the conversation. And like, because like when you're doing the clicker, as I've done a couple of times, you're then looking at the screen instead of like looking at the participants. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not thinking of anything else.
Last
I'm
week,
just thinking about this.
when I was doing it with Ali, I left it on me for a solid, like, I'd say 20 minutes. I'm confident in saying that.
It's almost impossible to get that right. And people have tried to help us. I probably shouldn't kick the table. People have said like, there's apparently something called Autopod, which does it for you. But again, it's like, does it integrate into OBS? I don't know.
If we can all just stick to having like long trains of thought,
Yeah.
so I can just sort of just take a break
Yeah, no
and
worries.
it's just on me for a bit now. Like, don't worry about it. No one has
This
to
has
say
become
out.
a podcast
All right,
just about, like, the clicker and, like, trying to get the podcast working. Like,
hey guys, welcome to the view from the clicker. It's me, Ben.
And then the clicker that I bought is RF is the wrong term. Infrared, I think.
Yeah.
So it needs visibility of the receiver.
Don't you have, like, a long USB cable?
Yeah, loads.
Then why don't you just, like, tape it to, like, a little leg on the table?
Yeah.
Just come.
But I'm not running the podcast. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not.
Ben, why don't you...
Listen?
To be fair to you, Ben, you've really been on it, and I appreciate the work you've put in.
Well,
and we're going to keep getting better and better at this.
Can I just say I've been on it for all of about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and
I know.
And I've sent out a calendar invite, and I even did that wrong.
No, but do you know what? It's the there's 2 things, mate, and you know, I was asked this question in a job interview,
God, here we go.
2013, by a scam company, one of them real like MLMs.
Oh, I know.
I think
What
I
year
know,
did you say?
I think I know the story.
2013, and it was what do you think is more important? Attitude or ability? So you might not have the ability yet, but you've certainly got the attitude.
Do you know what? Yeah, I am a bit of a knobhead.
Anyway, so we got this charity, and we're going to pay you based upon sign-ups.
Yeah, the
all you need to
on-target
do-
earnings is
Yeah.
800 quid a week.
Yeah, you're based out in Horsforth today.
Brilliant.
I wish it was that close.
We're not going to cover your bus fare.
Oh,
that was
shit.
the one that did it for me.
The only did you do that? Did you ever do one of them?
Yeah, it was bollocks.
So mine, the only money I
You're
made,
joking.
the only money I made in a month was 100 quid cash in hand because my boss won on horses.
Jesus.
But like they get
That's just not a legitimate business, is it?
nah.
No, it's literally, I hate to use the word, it's a scam.
And I think a lot of people go through that in their life, like, because I was just out of uni as a dropout, and it was like, right, what should I do? And I get this job interview, and they're like, we want you to be a manager in like 2 months. Like, we think you've got it, you know, blah blah blah. This is it. You can earn all this money. And I was literally spending this money in my head, and the main guy had a Louis Vuitton belt buckle, and it was like the first time I ever really heard of Louis Vuitton, and I was like, God, that belt buckle's like 500 quid. And I was like, oh, that could be me with the belt buckle.
If he wins on the horses 5 times, that belt buckle's mine. Like straight down.
And then, you know, fast forward to a month later, I'm totally miserable. I've been out in Doncaster doing door-to-door sales for Talk and nothing. And then fast forward like 5 more years, like Varley's got himself a job interview, and he's like telling me
it's
like
so
this
funny.
exact same shit. And I think his was like charity, like stood in Morrison's door or something.
That's similar to what mine was, but mine was a hybrid of both of them. So going door to door, but collecting for like charity sign-ups. I remember thinking, like, after the first day, being like, yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to go back the next day. Just didn't.
You do right, mate. I went for a month.
I just didn't bother. I saw the writing on the wall, boys.
Yeah.
No MLM for me.
It was a shame because when Val's was telling me, we were in Burley Road, and obviously like he's excited, like he's just got some great feedback from a stage 1 job interview.
Yeah.
But that I didn't want to shoot him down, so I just left him to like the next couple of stages until he kind of realized slightly something's off. And then as soon as he'd introduced like the seed of doubt, I was like, Absolutely, yeah, it's all fucking.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So should we talk about Slam Dunk?
Yeah, should we talk about Slam Dunk?
Hold on, before we move on. What was the first seed of doubt? Was it the job applicant coming from a Gmail address?
Do you know what, mate? I'd be surprised if Farley even remembers any of that.
Yeah.
It was such a fleeting thing.
Funny though. Anyway,
Yeah,
Slam Dunk.
yeah.
Hey, should we talk about Slam Dunk?
Slam Dunk.
Let's
Let's talk
tee
about
about
Slam
SD.
So good news. I didn't go south, so I know nothing about it. So
You didn't miss much.
yeah.
No.
First of all, what I want to know is what was your timeline for the day? Because you didn't stay the night, did you?
No, so we oh, fucking hell,
sake.
giving them whiplash there with clicker.
For audio
Listeners have no idea what happened.
We need to add a sound to the clicker then, so the
I thought
audio
about adding a whoosh.
like it's a full scale like. We got so on the video, which you've seen the video by now, and I think the video's great.
You would.
I know I'm very biased, but on the video it starts with North.
Oh, okay.
So Patreon's got a consecutive first pass edit, but then because South was so shit for us, I didn't want to lead with South in the actual video. So when they watched the video, and they've watched the video now, it starts off a lot better. And there's like not a moan until like 17 minutes in. Versus like at South, we were moaning like straight away.
Can I guess who moans first?
Yeah, you can guess.
Ooh.
Is it Dan?
I don't know. It's not Dan.
Oh, okay.
I think
It's not
it's
Dan.
me or you. Because it's a moan about like the bands are shit. But anyway, sorry, Ben. Answer his question.
That sounds
What?
like you.
what was my question? Oh, the train.
Yeah.
timeline.
That's it. The timeline. Yeah, go on. So you got there about what, lunchtime?
We did the
Ish.
same thing last year. And it was like just get the train, get there for about midday and leave about 8ish before like You Me at 6 and all the headliners get on, because you don't want to be involved in the big rush.
What was the vibe? I'm not even gonna bother. What was the vibe going home? Because obviously you're doing a festival,
Well, I felt like shit for once, so
so no going out, no nothing.
there was like a
You were
fleeting
hyped up.
thought.
You'd seen whoever.
We weren't hyped up.
No. That'll
The
do it.
with South being first, the kind of rule that we set out for that we did last year is a dedicated crew go to South and cover everything that there is to cover
Yeah.
and get essentially the video done at South. And then at North, when we've got like all our extra people there, you're coming, Ben, Jack's there, Ryan, Rach,
And you'll see everyone that we know from around Leeds.
yeah, like the whole league. And so then we get to have like a social day where we're not just 100% focused on the vid. So that's the game plan with Slam Dunk. Go down to South as an A team and cover it all. And then here's some bullshit at North, like we're just having fun. But we ran out of steam so quick at South that we just didn't cover anything. And it's because like we were just so shattered. You didn't feel well.
Yeah.
I'm still, I think as of today, I'm just over the jet lag, which is mental.
From Slam Dunk.
From EDC, and I think it's those melatonin gummies. Because
Do it, man.
I took a fair few of them, and they like reset your pattern, your sleeping pattern, your circadian rhythm. And I've just been waking up at like 5 in the morning, sometimes early, sometimes 3 in the morning, for like the last week. And like the lineup of Slam Dunk was so whack, and you know even people internally have confided in me that the lineup is not very good. Like it's not a secret. It was quite a
Was
a
there
weak
any?
lineup.
Was there any like? What was it? Was the lineup the main crux of like the?
I think
the
if
vibe or-
it was a half and half. Like there really wasn't anything we wanted to see, to be honest.
It
Maybe
was.
a couple about like Mallory Knox for you, and
Yeah, that was great.
I'd have liked to have seen Yumi at 6, but we had to leave, and that's all on us.
I'll tell you what it was missing. A big headliner. A big headliner that's bigger than You Me at 6, which isn't fucking hard, by the way. Not even a diss. But like someone bigger than You Me at 6 that we probably, I don't know. Well, we didn't want to stay for him, so yeah. Ideally, we don't care about him, but it's enough that like they'll sell tickets, I suppose.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go out on a limb as a man who's not really into his music, current affairs and news, I don't know if You Me at 6 was the move there. I know why it happened. I know why it happened. The
problem with having You Me at 6 at the top is then everyone else has got to be under You Me. Like they've got to be smaller.
You cannot book a band bigger than You Me.
You're not going to get an Offspring. You're not going to get a Bullet. You're not going to get a Bowling for Soup.
No Morgan.
You're not going to get a Sum 41.
Bowling for Soup are bigger than You Me at 6.
I would say absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but I would absolutely say so.
I'd say that they're more well known, but like I don't think they've got any like songs that people here will know.
Bowling for Soup.
Yeah, I think you know more You Me at 6 songs than
I do, absolutely, yeah. But I think Bowling for Soup are definitely a bigger draw. I mean,
yeah, you know.
But in what slot? In what slot though?
Well, Bowling for Soup will be a headline, but like the thing is, so they like sub-headlined The Offspring or Sum 41.
Yeah.
But like you can't even start that conversation when you've got You Me at 6 at the top. It needs to be like, you know, it all needs to stem down from that. So all lineups have apparently been quite hard to book this year, and I think that definitely reflects in the UK and Europe festival scene. But it was kind of a losing battle, I think. And it was a lesson in like we wanted to cover Slam Dunk because it turned into a shit show last year.
I heard.
And we went in,
but we had a great time last year. So
yeah,
everyone else said it was a shit show, but we had a great time. Probably because we didn't eat, we didn't park, we you know that's
just don't have any food.
just get an Uber there. Don't eat. Just literally the bars are fine. They were, but this year it was like okay, time to prove all of that wrong and show how they've improved. But in reality, it was fine last year.
Yeah, it certainly was, wasn't it? To be honest,
I suppose a lot of the feedback was for like us, wasn't it? I guess that was the vibe I got from like the online sphere. Was like you guys had a good time, but some people didn't. But I mean, but
we were like, right, let's go to Slam Dunk South. Let's cover everything. Let's get testimonials from people on the ground. Like that's something I really want to start doing this
Field
year.
reports.
I want to get the community involved. We did it at EDC. It was a really nice touch.
Yeah.
We're going to do it at Download. And we wanted to do it at Slam Dunk. And we'd said, right, guys, we're not going in the guest area at all today because we've got guest passes and it's nice to be in the guest area, not to beat a queue, but because it's nice to socialize in there and see like your photographer mates or your industry mates or whatever. But we were like, I was like, we're not going in the guest area because we need to be here and we need to show everyone that's watching that like we're not in the guest area and we weren't in the guest area last year for ages, and you know the general admission is fine. And something that you put a story out about that I was going to put a story out about as well, Raz, is we've just been to EDC in Vegas, and then we were at Coachella and Stagecoach, where we're kind of popular but not really.
Yeah.
And then adding all our tiredness together, getting on that train, and then as soon as we got to Slam Dunk, loads of lovely people wanting to come and have a chat, which is great, but the first one of the year, it always takes a bit of warming up for us, doesn't it? It takes a bit of social lubrication.
You kept saying that whole day, like, get me to a bar, get me to I need a drink before.
I needed a drink to just lube me up because, you know, I was just too in my own head about it. Like, I want to be social with everyone, but like, I need to get the job done first. If you know what I mean?
It's harder. Like, I definitely need a few drinks before any, like, I had a few at Slam Dunk North, which we'll come into later. And it is like, sometimes when you're just walking from A to B and you're just not quite ready to, I had someone say something like, oh, you got the wrong shoes for this. I'm not prepared to like come up with a response there. Caught me.
Yeah,
You've caught me at ends.
Like,
you've caught me at ends.
And it's not a diss and it's not like us being ungrateful. But it is a real part of life for us. We love meeting people because if it wasn't for the people, I'll say this to them, if it wasn't for you lot watching, we wouldn't be here. Well, I'd still be right here where I am now. But I mean, we wouldn't be at Slam Dunk, we wouldn't be at EDC.
I'd be at Slam Dunk.
Yeah.
It's down the road, and it's
yeah, but you know what I mean.
Relatively cheaper festival.
Just sat.
All right, here's one. I wouldn't have a wage if it weren't for you lot watching.
There we go.
So, you know, don't misinterpret that as like me being ungrateful, but it can just be a bit overwhelming sometimes. And that all happened as a big wave. And then we went to the main stage to watch We the Kings, who came on late and were shit. And then it's like, well, what do we do now? So we've covered off the main stage, right? Let's get a drink. Took 5 minutes to get a drink.
Yeah.
Literally at the main bar. So we're like, right, we've covered that off. No issues getting a drink.
Go to the next stage. Try and navigate through the crowd and through, again, there's no way to say this. That sound like a prick, is there? But like being stopped 5 or 6 times to get to the other stage. And again, like, brilliant. But when you
get in your own head though, because there's there was this nicest lad and his group of mates, and I was kind of rushing already. And I was like, oh, sorry, mate, we're in a bit of a rush. Like, of course we can get a picture, like, absolutely. But even me politely saying, sorry, we're in a bit of a rush, I'm then thinking, you're a prick, Rob. You're a dickhead. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I wasn't even rude about it, but you just think that, and then you think, oh, what do they think? Do they think like, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, went over to the other stage, note to see there. Went to Crash Records to film a bit there. Note to see, note to do there. There's just note to do at Slam Dunk, unless you love the bands.
Yeah.
And then when the lineup's already weak, it's like...
But then the answer is, of course, only go if you like the bands. But that then puts us in a weird position because we're trying to cover it and show you it, but we also don't care about the bands.
You should have just stayed at home, really.
No, but I got to wear my keep, Anna.
Yeah.
And then, we're watching Bob Vylan and the sound was shit.
Yeah, it was shit, to be fair.
And we're just all just like wanting to just sit down, and within a few hours we'd surrendered at Mary's request. We'd surrendered to the guest area.
I like who just had Mary's request.
It was
all Mary.
It was. Yeah. She just kept saying like, "Come on, let's go guest bar."
And the thing is, like, so we went in the guest bar, and then I'm like thinking, we need to get out of here. But to do what? To go and watch Head Automatica play 11 songs I've never heard.
And the problem was, like, this was like the Rock in a Hard Place. The only bands that I wanted to see, and therefore probably other people wanted to see, were on the main stage. But we said we'll leave the main stage for tomorrow because we're going to see all of those acts tomorrow with everyone else. So it's like, what do we do today then?
So you've literally gone south to be tactical about what you're going to see with other people. You've really set yourself up to fail.
When we're at like a big festival, as you know, we do we do plan every video to a degree.
Meticulously.
I've already got the Download Festival note. I sent you the invite to the shared note. Jump on that. iOS is good.
Another thing to look at.
Hey, get looking and get contributing.
Literally
bitch.
working.
We need some ideas. But we'll get there on day one and we'll show like this is the camp and we're just getting foot to the camp and then it's the nightlife. And then on day 2 it'll probably be like the first day of bands, so that's like the main kind of focus. And then we have like a tourist day, don't we? We always have like a tourist day. We're gonna go around the campsite. We're gonna show you the big wheel. We're gonna show you the shops. We're gonna show you this experience. We're gonna show you this experience. So like after seeing the bands and getting a bit of footage of the bands on the site, there is no tourism to be done at Slam Dunk. That's the thing. It really is a festival just for people who like to say it.
Hold your horses. I know there was at least 2 things. Number 1, there was Crash Records, of course. We didn't show them Crash Records in the north, did we?
Still got the fucking tag on this hoodie.
Oh, nice, bro. Didn't show we didn't show and compare how Crash Records South compares to Crash Records North.
I'm going to tell you a secret. I didn't even know there was a Crash Records. I just didn't. Yeah. It was raining too much.
And
that's spoiler for North Chat.
Number 2, there was somewhere giving out free monsters.
Oh,
I didn't know about that until post event.
What monster though? What flavour?
Could have saved us a killing because we snuck the vodka in.
That's very
Tropical
true.
Punch.
Could have what? I don't know. Apparently,
was it the coffee ones?
No, it was all flavours. I read somewhere.
Oh,
so like, argue with that. I was buying them £4 a pop.
Was that just at North? Because it would make sense if they just wanted rid of the stock they weren't selling. But then again, they'd do that south as well, wouldn't they?
Apparently they had all flavours. And you know what? If they had the coffee one,
I thought that's what it was.
Pop a bit of vodka in there, no problem.
Irish coffee monster.
And mix it with a bit of actual monster.
But yeah, it was a real lesson for me in like what we wanted to do neighbourhood festival in Manchester, but it was called off this year.
happened?
We've never done it. It's just skipping a year. It's already confirmed
leap
for next year, but it might not clash with Slam Dunk. And then the other thing was Glaston budget. But then we already did the tribute festival video, which bombed. And
I thought that was a nice idea, the tribute thing.
I think the one we did, the issue was like it was clearly put out like 18 months after it was filmed. I think that's why people didn't really engage with
there
it.
were sleuths in the comments figuring out the. Do you remember that video? Is Shia LaBeouf and the flag?
Yeah,
and the planes? It was like some of that. Yeah,
located exactly where he was. But
Yeah.
like I mean, we've had some great slam dunks, and we've had some not so good slam dunks, and this is probably personally my least favorite slam dunk that I've had. Specifically South, but it's all on me. Like there's no, I can't blame anyone except myself. I was tired. I didn't like any of the bands, and the job that we're there to do doesn't really translate well. The sixth, like, so we're already like not going to 2,000 Trees. We already said as much we love 2,000 Trees. Like
we can't show
from
you
a
anything
work
else.
perspective, we've done it all. We can't show you anything else, and that's way bigger than Slam Dunk. So now we're doing Slam Dunk for like last year was the first proper conclusive Slam Dunk that we did, where we did like the new formula that we do now, like the real deal.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't do that twice.
There's just not enough there. Like,
but that's not even a diss, is it, to Slam Dunk? It's like, because no one is going there unless they like the band. So it's hard to. What are we really saying to people? Don't go if you're a YouTube content creator.
You don't really like the bands there, do you? You like some of them, but not like a whole lot.
What, at Slam Dunk?
Yeah, like so, like if
Very
if,
few
If
this
we
year.
all weren't going, would you have gone?
I would still have gone, yeah.
Interesting. So is that only because?
Only in North though.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
So
and
that's the point. So the whole reason behind us going every year is because it's down fucking road. It's literally the reason why we started doing this and why we started going to Leeds Festival, because every year it's like, you go to Leeds Fest, well, like the FOMO would be mental.
Yeah, sometimes the answer was no. I want it for some people until even like you in 2011.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just had the day ticket.
Yeah, and
On a
biggest fucking like mistake I've ever made. That.
But as well, like how much do you? Because so when you look at it and you sort of weighing it all up, like how much do you put towards the lineup? How much of it is just down the lineup wasn't for me? And then if you really want to go down the route of like as a content creator, like how much is I'm covering this. It don't really matter what I think, and how much is no, actually this is shit. So I've decided. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
funny way of saying it, but
it is weird. Like we never. Well, the lineup is never the main reason we go to a festival. Like we didn't know a single. Well, we knew like 2 people on the EDC lineup, and we spent like probably 10 grand making that video. Like we never go for the lineup specifically. The lineup's always just a nice cherry on top.
yeah.
But in a cost of living crisis where people are watching the money
Absolutely,
and they don't have a business behind them to support going to festivals all the time, you can't afford to not care about the lineup. You have to care.
Yeah.
So for us to then be like,
the poster, isn't it? Like that's that's the thing they put in front of people to go, come to our festival.
and then so that's my point there is, like, again, my complaints are totally unrelatable.
Yeah.
Because if you
I just
like
want to
Slam Dunk-
acknowledge that, like, the event went off without a hitch, and if you like those bands, you'll have had a great time. But we just fucked it up.
I'll tell you this. My complaints were that I was just ill. I was just on my ass. And
that doesn't
I
help, does it? Like, that feeds into, like...
That feeds into you being like, this is shit.
That fucks up your experience, which then you're not going to be vibing as hard.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be. And I mean, God, the lineup was terrible, man.
I was trying so hard to, like, catch the vibe and be like, All American Rejects, sick. Like,
I'd love to have seen them.
Yeah, they were.
I would like to have seen them, but I just couldn't stomach staying there.
I was like, oh, Mallory Knox, it's like literally like 2014 again. This is sick. I was just too ill. Like I was trying to drink, but I was like, for what? I'm literally just looking forward to going to bed and
going home,
and get some rest.
Again, a really unrelatable complaint, but like from a content creator perspective,
my plaque's too heavy.
It was on the tee. The Slam Dunk in the city I think we could cover that every year and it still be rewarding to create and entertaining to watch. Whereas if you think about it, this is only like now the 4th Temple Newsome one and the second one where we've applied our comprehensive coverage that we do now at everything. and it just hasn't worked.
God, they really need to do Slam Dunk in the City.
So I was going to say, I think it's a better format.
In the City?
I think, you get to show off your venues. You get to show off Leeds, like any city.
Yeah,
to be
local
fair,
venues.
Yeah, show off local venues.
Well, I hope they're
Get
local.
the punters in. Come down to Camden.
Slam Dunk Knob in the
Aberdeen.
First venues in Snooty Fox in Wakefield.
Fucking
I just think it's a better
above Liverpool.
So I think it's a better concept. I really like it. Easier to get to,
I
easier
do
to get home
I
from.
miss it being in the city.
Better for a night out.
There was a whole vibe around the city,
Yeah,
around
daytime
being
life.
in Leeds,
Awesome.
in your hometown,
Yeah.
and like as like a, not saying the
Enough-
E word, but like as a kid who liked pop punk and like Fall Out Boy and stuff like that, it was like, today I fit in with my city. Like
It's great,
I feel
that.
at home here.
And do you know what? You get that if you go to the train station on the morning before Slam Dunk now, like you get that again.
Yeah.
Because it's like going to when we were young and everyone in Vegas is a mosher. It's class. But nothing else captures that. And Slam Dunk's in that awkward middle kind of adolescent year now where it's nowhere near big enough to be like a big festival.
A weekender.
Yeah.
But is it too big to be in the city? This lineup that they've just had could have absolutely been in the city, no problem.
And that's
But it's when they're getting like the Offspring, who are an arena band.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's when like it's awkward in it to have it in the city, because they did have the arena for the city once, didn't they? When it was Good Charlotte.
Yeah, like I want to like solutionize for him and be like,
Sorry, what?
provide. I want to provide him a solution. And
No,
be-
no,
and
that
be-
I understand. Whatever you said before.
So like, oh yeah, you should bring it back to. I'll be one of those guys. You should bring it back to the city, and you should make the arena the main stage, because that can fit like however many thousand
A
people.
lot, yeah.
13
and then make like what you got the Leeds Met Uni at another stage. Millennium Square could be another one. But then you just like, but there's probably problems I don't fucking know
Yeah,
about.
I mean, even as a punter, your problem is like if you want to see state champs who are going to be in the O2 Academy, 2,000 people are going to get in there 6 hours before you, and then you're fucked.
The killer is the numbers in it, capacities.
It's
I
just in
guess,
an awkward size.
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially in the past years where they've had their Good Charlottes, their Offsprings, their Sum 41s, their Bullets, their Bowling for Soup, like really, really good worldwide known bands.
Yeah.
Like Yumi at 6 are
But
so oversaturated and quite small. Like, yeah, they're selling out this latest tour that they've done. It went on pre-sale, general sale today, and it's flown out. But that's only because they're marketing it as a goodbye tour. Like, I've seen Yumi at 6 probably 40 times. And I've seen them not sell out the Stylus in the last 5 years. So it's a bit of a false economy, I think. And that's my phrase of the year, false economy. I've said that about 8 times this year.
Solutionize.
well, I do.
Let's solutionize that.
Have you not heard of that before?
Literally never heard it in my life. I've heard it now.
Oh, it's
So
a
I'm,
bit, it's a,
I'm
like,
part of the
it's a-
problem now.
It's a
I'm
real.
surprised
It's
you
a
haven't
real.
heard it in the office,
Yeah,
mate.
it's a real
Who
corporate.
goes in the
bitch
office these days?
Am I right? I'm fucking right,
word.
brother.
It's when the. I'm gonna shut up.
You know, it's all on you, mate.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up before I ruin everything.
Shall we talk about North?
Well, let's just quickly, one
Go
more
on.
thing on South. So we had a train booked home at like maybe 8, maybe not, but let's just say 8. Me and Mary were so just burnt out. Not burnt out, I hate that phrase.
Knackered.
Like, because burnt out implies like, I can't go.
I've drunk
you
too
know,
much.
I'm not saying people don't get burnt out, but like I wasn't like, I cannot persevere. I was just like, I was just knackered and I just wanted to fuck off.
You made a conscious decision.
Yeah.
There is nothing left in this for me to stay.
So the train back home was 40 quid. And for my birthday, Mary got me that trainer. Because like we didn't
Oh,
wanna,
did you actually pay for it up front?
yeah. 'Cause-
Idiots.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we fucked that up, didn't we? We could have just got on the train, but like we certainly didn't want to expense it because it was like a personal decision. Like I'm electing to fucking fuck this off.
Yeah.
And we thought then like we don't have a video. We don't have a video. Like we've dropped the ball, and it doesn't matter because we don't have a sponsor, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to skip the slam dunk
Worst
video.
case, we've had a day out and seen some people down south.
But then we went to North. Segue.
Smooth.
And it saved the video's great.
I'm interested to see I'm interested to see it and see what you actually got from North, because I have well, first of all, we left early, but obviously I don't want to skip ahead too much. And the weather was shite.
Well, we started off. That's the thing though. The weather was shite, so it was interesting straight away. Oh, it's something interesting.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like
one last thing about South, they do have the better site.
I disagree.
Really?
Think?
Yeah, I hate the South side.
Have you seen Temple, the house?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There is a house at Hatfield.
There is a
fair.
Yeah, it's literally a
Oh,
called
house.
Hatfield House.
Sure.
Yeah, I think they've got the better site. It's all flat.
That's nice.
It feels less adventurous. It feels more boring. It probably is better if you're. It feels like the When We Were Young site. It's just like flat land.
Yeah, perfect.
And he is
get the bands on.
purpose-built festival ground, that, innit? It just feels less fun. The Leeds site, it's got the hills.
Yeah.
And it just feels like more like part of being at a festival is like you're kind of
The struggle.
not even the struggle, but like you're in a place that's normally like, you know, peaceful and serene and whatever, and bang, here's a load of shit in it. Like, you know, Leeds Fest, you got the hills and stuff. Like
I must say,
at South, it could be a permanent fixture.
I must say, in my 15 years of going to festivals, I've never once thought about that fact.
Have you not?
No.
You never thought about it? It's like post-apocalyptic kind of. I don't think this all the time.
Whenever
like,
I'm stood against a tree in Orange County, bam, I'm here pissing.
I'm like,
got you.
I remember taking photos here when it won a festival.
As people who've been to Bramham Park without the festival on, like, there is something, to, at least to me, in the thing that like this is normally a tranquil space.
Yeah, what you
and like if aliens came down in December, they'd have no fucking idea the mad shit that goes on here on this side.
So like desecrating and vandalising nature.
I just think maybe I don't really know what I'm talking about, but the Slam Dunk South side is boring and it doesn't have any mysticism or fun to it. Whereas
I tell you what, mate, you fucking love Stonehenge.
I would, mate.
Yeah, having a party at Stonehenge, you'd love that.
Bridie FaceTimed me like a couple of months ago. He was driving past Stonehenge, just unannounced FaceTime.
Rocks. I'm
very happy to receive an unannounced FaceTime. I think it's, you know, I invite him. Sling him my way, guys. 07. And he's just driving past Stonehenge. He goes, look at this. So, like lowest res, fucking 800 fucking meters away.
So they're saying it was parked in a lay-by with his seatbelt handbrake on.
As
he was recording
he was. The ignition was off.
I drove past it once on the way to on the way back from Salisbury. I was just like, "Yep, there it is."
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's not that interesting, but bunch of rocks. Apparently, it wasn't even like that when they found it.
They just changed it.
Yeah, they put them like back.
Set it up like us, setting up like a fake shop.
Trying different passwords for the alien spaceship to come down.
But yeah, so North started off better straight away because it was raining, so it's interesting. You've immediately got something to talk about, and they closed the car park. So straight away, the video's like, bad news, guys. They've fucked it with the car park. I mean, they've not fucked it. It's
like drama.
Fucked. Like straight away, there's like because our intro for the video is all like, is it better? We're going to find out. And then it starts with like, this is fucked already.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the rain, the shuttle bus, we got the shuttle bus.
Why you got to do them like that, man?
Ooh.
Slam dunk, like, hey, it's fucked already.
No, we don't say that. It's really clear in the video.
More like slam don't.
Sham don't. It's really clear in the video that it's not their fault. We're saying like, it's not their fault.
I mean, do we want to touch on the car park? Because I think we're on the same wavelength.
I'll touch on it in 5 seconds. They did the right thing. Shut up. Stop whinging once again.
No one was whinging.
No, I saw a few people whinge on Instagram.
There was quite a lot of stuff online. It's hard because people were saying like, oh, you know, it's like ableist or whatever, and going quite hard on them. And I do understand, like, if you've paid your money and obviously you do need the access and stuff, I get like, yeah, it's a shit situation. But I don't know what else they could have done. They literally offered refunds.
I think, sure. Do you know what? Now you mention it, I think it was perhaps the phrasing was off. Let me just sense check that. I'm guessing.
Whilst you're looking for that, I will quickly say that I I do also realise they could put like straw down like metal gridding and stuff, but that's
So-
like,
But
it's
again,
a bit
that's-
late,
that's-
isn't
that-
it?
but
So that's
that-
for next year.
They can't because that's down to the landowner.
Fair point.
So if the
okay.
landowner says no, then they're fucked.
This
Yeah,
is the thing. So they released a statement about the car park, and then had to release another statement shortly after. So I imagine they were flapping a bit, as we all do. And the phrasing that they used,
Lot of blood.
the phrasing that they used is quite bad, to be fair. And it was, although access platforms are still available and customers can still attend, we advise that those with mobility issues avoid the site, which I think is, you know, it maybe should have been sense checked through a few more people.
No, they couldn't win.
Yeah, no, you're right. You are right.
I
But
agree
it does. But I can see why, if someone
could've-
has accessibility needs, they take that as you can still come, but we'd probably advise you shouldn't.
They could have run that through Grammarly, through several AI models, and said, "Make this more clear. Make this less formal. Make this," and this still wouldn't have won.
I think I agree. You're both right, but I think if it's well done on that front. I think for me it'd be just like really, really sorry. Look, this is the situation. Car park shut. If you want a refund, you can have a refund. There's no we can do, and a bit more like cap in hand, maybe like just coming out saying, "Hey, mobility
you can
issues,
still
fuck
attend,
it off."
but
I'm
we
not
advise
sure.
you don't.
Yeah,
I just think it's a bad optics. I don't think I could have
I
done
think you're
better.
right there. Yeah,
Especially when you're rushed that morning and you know, like, you're already up against a load of shit from last year and you've just had to announce one bit of bad news and then within 10 minutes you've got to do another one. Like, can't relate to that stress, but I guess that's probably why people were upset.
I hate just like social management and doing so, and like I just wouldn't want to ever represent a business and like manage the. Well, clearly, Ryan.
No, I'm speaking
Preach.
from our experience. You know,
Yeah.
it's not good.
It's good.
I don't think they did a thing wrong. I think they managed it really well. I think people just. I think if they weren't expecting people to get their backs up and be like, "Oh, what's going on?" Like, they should be expecting that kind of reaction. People to be like on the offense and be like, "Oh, you fucked it," but they handled it perfectly. I can't say anything else. It's like, we're not saying you should come, but if you do want to come,
Yeah,
like, we're not telling you not to come.
it's just
If you want to take the risk, we're literally being as open and transparent as we can.
Yeah.
The ground is boggy as fuck.
Yeah,
That's
and
that's your
imagine if
risk.
they'd have just let them in. And
Same with the
everyone's
car park.
one person's car gets stuck at
I've
the
been here-
gate,
Yeah.
and then
It's 3 a.m. RAC can't get them out. I've been here for 6 hours and I can't leave.
it'd
We-
be nailing coffin for him, wouldn't it, for Slam
Yeah.
Dunk if that happened. So I do agree they did the right thing. I think the
Yeah.
phrasing, you're right, they couldn't have won, but I do understand why at a glance, like, it is a bit of bad phrasing, but I couldn't have done it better.
it's genuinely so unlucky at the weather because
really is.
it truly fucked it.
But with the
Like-
car
No,
park,
did
so
it?
with the car park,
Well,
they
for
were
me.
like, we advise you get the shuttle bus. So, like, we had pre-booked a shuttle bus, but Jack and Ryan hadn't. And they booked the shuttle bus on the walk to the shuttle bus. So it wasn't like a rush or anything.
Yeah.
They literally booked it as they were walking there and got on the shuttle bus, no problem. Super easy. Like, there was no issues with the shuttles at all. Like, it was super doable.
There's an argument to be made as well for like you could literally park anywhere and get a taxi or
Well,
like I don't know.
I
there
saw
is
people
other stuff
in
you
the
could do.
comments of the social post saying, like, we've driven from Liverpool. This was one comment I saw. But we've had to turn around now because we can't
See, that's
park in the city centre. And I get, like, I know, like, believe me, I just went to the Chinese supermarket and bought
Why are you parking in the city centre?
12 noodles, right, to eat for the next 6 days because I'm fucking broke as fuck. Believe me. But you're already like hundreds of pounds in on Slam Dunk tickets, and you can't just find a parking solution. It doesn't have to be in LS1.
But
You know what I mean?
where
Like-
it is, there's literally you could just park just on the street if you really wanted to.
Yeah, like,
Why are
like
you
a
going
bit,
to the
bit
city
further
centre?
out, so it's not like in a
Yeah, yeah,
restricted
yeah.
area or anything like that. But yeah, just find a fucking estate. Don't be a prick.
I
Yeah.
couldn't believe, and they're like, "Oh, thanks a lot. Like, hope we get a refund. Like, we've had to turn around. Have you had to turn around, or were you kind of just looking for an excuse to be upset today?
It's,
You know, because
yeah,
I just
yeah.
can't believe that. Like, unless you got some real specific circumstance, I can't believe that we're driving. I don't know how far Liverpool is. 100 miles, 70 miles.
About 70, I think.
Couldn't
We're
tell you.
driving
It's,
70
50
miles, and the comment said we're halfway. We're 35 miles into the journey and financially committed, and probably, if we're going, excited to see these bands.
ready for a day out.
And we're so unable to deal with the slightest little, kind of spanner in the works that we're throwing the whole thing away.
Worst case, right? You park somewhere that you shouldn't, and you go, "Oh, I might get fined here. 50 quid fine. Pay it within 7 days. 25 quid. 25 quid for parking's not bad, is it?"
I mean, do you know what? It's fine. I just think like, it's not in the city centre. It's in like the suburbs, kind of ish.
It's out in a field.
No, but they
so-
advised parking. That Slam Dunk advised parking the city centre and get the shuttle bus. That's why I was saying.
No, I was on about them, but I see what you said. Okay, so they're probably thinking, we're going to park there, get the shuttle bus.
And also the shuttle bus
get
was
that.
made free, rightfully so, for everyone who had a parking space.
Yeah, so they're wanting to avoid
great.
the 20 quid or whatever. Taxi.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
So not only are they saying like providing you with a solution, they're saying like, here's your. I guess they refunded everyone's parking pass as well.
They will have done, yeah.
Yeah, so have it refunded. That money that you spent on parking, park somewhere in Leeds, right?
Get our free shuttle bus.
Get our free shuttle bus. Problem
If you're
solved.
lucky, everyone on there be singing Tribute by Tenacious D. Everyone get
Yeah. I'm getting annoyed, but people
Bearing
aren't even moaning, I don't think.
Do you know what? Bearing in mind as well, there's that free solution, and then there is also like 20 quid taxi, maybe Uber. Like I don't know.
And I say what,
I don't know.
as well as that, so we got when I got there, it was literally pissing it down, or had just been, and I was like, we usually queue up there, and what they've done is rather than making people queue up in the mud and making that all horrible to like stand in, they'd rerouted like the entrance all the way around, so it was all on hard ground, and again like great like adapting to this situation.
Yeah, it was great, and the mud was good. I would rather have had the mud there than not, personally.
Yeah.
My Jordans are fucked. They need to be run through the wash. My cargos were muddy. I've just washed them finally today. But, it added a nice fun dynamic. It made it feel like a proper festival. I didn't fall over. I didn't see anyone fall over. The mud wasn't that bad, to be honest.
The rain wasn't even that bad apart from that one bit.
It was refreshing. It got sunny straight away. It got so hot that the bloody water was steaming back up out of the ground, like the dew, or whatever you want to call it.
We saw a phenomena.
Yeah, we did.
On the brow of a hill, we saw some misty fog, like some kind of horror movie.
Northern Lights the other week, eh?
Northern Lights.
Volumetric ray tracing, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, North really, even going through North, we were like, we might not have a video here, but just smashed it. Jack Smith on board, fucking hilarious, that guy. I love Jack Smith. And he was, how does he drink so much?
So
man?
he had 3 bottles of wine, 30 quid each. So that's a heavy, talking about investments, that's a heavy investment.
Hey, he can't complain about the fucking
He certainly
car park, can he?
He can't complain. And then if you look at what he's wearing, like
shorts and a t-shirt.
Shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Just living his best life, man.
He really is. Big respect to Jack. He really is
Good
living
lad.
his best life. That's a great way to describe him.
It's
And we got there early.
yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing that did help a lot. We'd all downloaded our QR codes so that we could get straight in.
Yep.
And no fucking about.
Solved a problem that we could have created for ourselves.
You guys were there because obviously we arrived together a bit later on. You guys were there a bit earlier. So do you get up to much?
So we got in
prior?
for doors, and straight away saw a great band. So it's a great start, like buzzing.
Yeah.
Now let's go get a drink.
We're not going to tell you who they are.
It was the band Artio,
Oh, fair.
who Dan loves,
Yeah.
and I've met them. Their singer came to our New Year's party with Sam.
Oh, cool.
But really nice, and it was great to see him. They did a great job, and Ryan and Jake had gone to see As Everything Unfolds, and then as they're waiting for As Everything Unfolds, like they're announced that actually Bob Dylan have pulled out, so As Everything Unfolds,
Bob Dylan's pulled out.
Yeah, it's mental.
Bob.
He was biggest name on thing. Bob Dylan had pulled out, so the band that they were just ready to see is now not on. So that was just like it's annoying, but it's interesting. It's a talking point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit stupid. Blah blah blah. And then we managed to catch Caskets, who local lads, like pals of ours from Leeds. Did a really good job. Really good set. Nice light shower coming down. We've all got the coats, so we're not like. Uncomfortable. It was really good. It started off really good.
Yeah, so a stronger start than South, would you say?
Yeah,
like
way
better
better.
vibe, better energy.
Way better. But again, it's like South's downfall was all on us. I want to make that really clear. And I know I've said that a few times, but I want to really reiterate.
We
it was
were the problem.
100% our problem. It wasn't anything to do with the fest.
Yeah.
But as I say, we'd gone in to North expecting we don't have a video in this. Let's still try, but we probably don't have one. But enough happened that it just made it good. It made the video good.
One thing I don't understand about South is, right, it's in Hatfield.
Yeah.
Yeah? Hatfield. I don't know where about the site is in relation to London. I know it's north.
About 50 minutes out.
Yeah.
But I don't know what direction.
So, here's the situation.
Well, I know where this is going.
North. Afterparty, right? You just seen me at 6. You're really hyped. Yeah. Get the coach in Leeds. Have a great night out.
Yeah.
4 great nights out, as we'll tell you in a sec.
Yeah. South. You just had a great day at Slam Dunk. Lovely sun. Been beating down on you. You're thinking, what a great day. I want to go out now. Yeah, you got the afterparty tickets. Do I have the afterparty tickets? Of course I am.
Interesting grammar there, but I bet you're
Shut
so
up.
blown away by uni
I'm
at 6 that you're just...
I'm just hyped as fuck for the night out. Yeah, let's go out. We've
going out tonight.
Oh, yes. I love pop music. I love going out also.
Far away.
I've just finished my drink so I can leave because you can't drink on the street. That's illegal. Right, let's get the public transport into London. That's going to be an hour.
It's shit, innit? We did it once.
That's rough.
We did it once. It was really hard work.
It is really hard work.
And is that just a normal shuttle bus, or is it a coach?
No, you get your own.
Oh, you just sort yourself out.
Yeah. They
worse.
did a Camden takeover, so it was Electric Ballroom. Don't know what else is in Camden. Fucking shithole.
And the thing is, so you get to these after parties, and obviously everyone's knackered. Everyone's just about running on
You've just
steam.
done your commute.
And London's even worse. I remember last year seeing people like that episode of Simpsons where they're at Lollapalooza and they're dancing like that.
Yeah, like shoot
yeah. Literally terrible.
I fired, sorry.
People dancing like that because they're just it's already been a long day. Yeah. Anyway,
it's the same anywhere in London, though. To be fair, I go to the O2. I go to, for whatever reason, we're in London. Aside from when we went to that fucking Coyote Ugly place with the TikTok girls, and we had a great time, to be fair.
Hey, Coyote Ugly was pretty decent,
But aside from that, that's probably the best night out I've had in London. Because, you go to the O2 for, a big show, and, I put on my Insta, where should we go? And people in the know who live in London, go to Frog's Leg
and it'll just be some bar.
It's 55 fucking minutes away. It closes at 2, and I've just got out the O2 at 11:30.
That's the killer, and it's once it's 11, 12, I'm just like, okay, I'm not getting a night out.
That's what was good
of
about.
this.
I mean, we left early, Ben, to come here and drink some White Claws, and go out. But it's so easy to get to these after parties in Leeds because it's just a 15-minute, 20-minute bus.
Full 4 after party venues done. 45 minutes, 30 minutes.
What's funny is, so obviously we left early.
Can we just quickly?
Sorry, go on.
Can we just say? I just really feel loud in the mic. Then can we just say? Speaking of Mary, is that right? So Mary encouraged you guys to leave South.
South, yeah.
The social engineering that girl did at North, coming up to, I don't know who she came up to.
Me,
was it us?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, everyone's going. Everyone's going. I roll off back to the flat. And then I heard her speaking to you, Rob, and the first you've heard of it, the first you've heard of this plan.
She said something like, she came up to you and said, or was it me and you? And
it was us two, I think, yeah.
And she was like, everyone's going. I was like, no way. Not a chance. It's 5 p.m. and then I go, who's going? Rob, it was something like, Rob says like everyone wants to go. Go up to Rob.
Yeah.
Rob, do you want to go? I hadn't said no. Like, literally.
Well, it's because like Mary was the most like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
For both of them. So like, if she asks us, can we leave? We're gonna be like, no, we're here to make a video.
Yeah.
Whereas if she goes up to you and goes, Rob's down to leave, or if she comes up to me and goes, Razzy's game to fuck off, then we're gonna kind of look at it differently, aren't we?
It's like Dragon's Den, isn't it?
That's a bit different.
It is social engineering.
Because it was taken a step further and like, we're going. Everyone's going.
Yeah.
What do you mean everyone's going?
I literally heard, we're all going.
Yeah.
Rob said, we're all going. Let's go.
I'll tell you what was funny. When she did do that and everyone like, you three went. And then like, me and Jake were just like, no, we'll stay. Like, I think everyone else was expecting like, yeah, let's go.
Do you know what?
Me and Jake just like, yeah, we'll stay. No problem.
I think that's so game to go.
It's good though. Like I was game to go as well. To be fair, otherwise I wouldn't have gone. But like, it's good that because like it's so local. We know where we are. We know what the crack is. Like, don't fucking matter if we split into 2 or 3 people. No. Like we're all gonna go to the same place. We came back here, and I was so drunk, man. I was
really
absolutely.
What, here or there?
I don't remember leaving Slam Dunk.
Wow.
I was fucking hammered.
You couldn't get the shuttle, could you?
No, we got a taxi with a really rude guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. What did
he was like?
What did he say?
So it was Uber,
really rude, wasn't he?
And it took like 6 minutes, and 5 minutes in, like 1 minute away, he rang us. He's like, "You're not muddy, are you?" And we weren't really. Like there was obviously mud on the shoes.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't like your car's gonna be fucked, mate. You know, it was like, yeah, we are a little bit muddy, but like you're picking up from Temple Newsome on a rainy day. Like,
Yeah,
it's
what do you
He's
expect?
pissing it down at this point.
It wasn't a piss take at all. We wouldn't just ruin, like we wouldn't get in the car, like, you know, if we were really muddy, we'd take wellies off that we'd probably have on if it was really muddy. Do you know what I mean? And he was just really pissed off that he'd picked us up, and it's like, well, you're doing your fucking job.
It was really annoying as well because it was like rude before we entered the vehicle. Then in the vehicle, I think he said, did he say something to us? Or it was on about, I'm annoyed, I forgot.
I was too drunk.
He did something, and we spoke about, I remember speaking about it after, and it was a shit driver. He was right up everyone's asses and like just being a knob. And he said something, I wonder if Mez remembers. Anyway, that's really good for the podcast.
Yeah, it was annoying. But then, so we came back here and we started on the White Claws, and it was like watermelon White Claws only, guys, because I want to take all those cases that we've got to download. So we were drinking exclusively watermelon White Claws. Jack Smith bought that bottle of Fanta on the desk there that's not been opened, and I don't know why he bought that. And yeah, so then we were like, let's spend an hour here. Mary fucked off home, so she was clearly not in it. And fair enough to the last, like, whatever.
Man.
But
She social engineered it so she could go and then fucks off.
But then we were really eager to go to the 4 after parties, weren't we?
Whoa. I was eager to go to one venue. You were eager to go to 4.
Well, we had to
parties.
we were here to do the job,
All
mate.
business, man. All business.
We had to cover them all.
Yeah.
And boy, did we do a terrible job of covering them.
Yep.
So
I went to 3.
I went to 4.
Oh, good effort.
How was, first of all, how was Santiago's?
Let me tell you the dumb thing.
Yep.
We go into Santiago's, yeah?
Yep.
It's probably 8:30. Slam Dunk's headline has not even come on, and we're going, bit dead in here. So we have a drink in there, and then we go to Belgrave.
Yeah.
Well, the music in here is not very Slam Dunky, is it? Because the festival's still on.
Hey guys, have you ever been to a pre-post after
That
party?
was just the daytime into evening drinkers at Belgrave.
That was just the venue.
And even if we'd have gone there at the right time, it probably wasn't in that main leading room.
Yeah.
It would have been upstairs.
Yeah, and the other one.
What, in Santiago's?
No, in
Belgrave.
Belgrave. It was Hang the DJs. They wouldn't have slung them on in that main room. So, no disrespect to them. We've had a great time with them before, but like,
No, but they wouldn't have put them in mid fucking drinking hall.
Belgrave aren't going to sacrifice their entire clientele when they can segment off the Slam Dunk thing upstairs.
That's
so
a great
we've rocked
point,
up.
yeah.
I've had a slice of pizza from Doughboys, best one I've ever had from them. It's not normally that good, to be fair.
I got food poisoning there once.
Did you? Yeah, it's overrated, man.
I've heard mixed reviews.
It's overrated.
Just
but that
now.
were nice. And then we're like, oh, it's fucking dead. And then we went to Social, a venue I've never been to. You joined us
I've
by
been
this
there
time.
before.
Yeah.
You just joined us after Belgrave.
Yeah.
And we got the wristband, didn't we, at Social? Proper
No, it's
material
Key Club, wasn't
wristband.
it?
No, it was Key Club.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Social-
Trust me. Social didn't need them.
No.
Social, we covered so little, there's not a frame of it in the video.
What's that? Those are
Stop
Sorry.
this.
plain.
They don't smell. And then we went to Keys, and to show you how early we did
Don't call
the
it
others, we went to the Key Club, and that was empty when we got there.
Yeah, it was.
And
wasn't
it took us 3 bars to get there. And I just don't remember anything from it. There was a band on.
Oh yeah,
We
like
were
a
in there with
tribute
Kyra
band.
and Danny and Danny's fella.
Yeah,
And it was really good vibe. We were all vibing. And I went, apparently, according to the video, I don't know if it's exaggerated or not, but I went home after half an hour.
Oh, yeah. You went home.
you were the first one to dip, were you? I think.
You went home, and I was like, right.
Yeah, you went.
I can go home because I'm not the first. I marched straight to fucking Taco Bell, got myself a volcano burrito, ordered my fucking Uber on 2% battery.
I wish I'd have stayed out, but I was paralytic. I woke up with the worst anxiety I've maybe ever had, and for valid reasons, because I sent out some messages, mate. I was fucking firing them with no to lose.
Well, I had a great time at Keys. I was there
Yeah,
for
you
the full thing, doing shots. Ryan kept getting shots.
Someone said it was a really unique squad. It was like you,
Very
Ryan,
unique.
Jack Smith,
Yeah,
and Jake, maybe,
and Rach.
and Rach. Yeah,
Yeah.
so Rach
Yeah.
without Raz.
Yeah.
So
What a treat.
new squad, unique squad. I had a great fucking time. Honestly, I think I had like a 2 or 3 day hangover.
Yeah,
But it was absolutely
I was
brilliant.
vulnerable that next day. I was so bad that I didn't eat until like maybe like 8 when I ordered a Wingstop, 12 boneless and fries. Ate half the fries, didn't touch the rest.
I woke up. I've got a big teacup mug thing. My favorite cup. Big cup of tea. I woke up the next morning, full cup of tea next to bed. So clearly, I had best of
Ah.
intentions,
Iced tea.
but just
the morning.
iced tea for morning.
Twisted tea, get some vodka in there, mate.
Please, I beg. God, get me some. Literally Google.
There's a brand that's
Yeah?
reached out to me.
Twisted tea.
They make hard iced tea. I need to get back to them
Yes.
because it would be really good if we could get some of that for download or for other stuff.
Also, my personal use.
Yeah. Well, we need to sample the goods.
Yeah.
But yeah, Slam Dunk, it was, I mean, I think we've had a fun chat about it and I think we've got a great video out of it. But like,
Yeah.
it really is more of a TPD TV's pissing around than the real deal festival review.
That's what I knew it would be from the get go. I was like, there's no way we can do like this is Slam Dunk and this is the big wheel that doesn't exist and this is
Well, we can't be doing that, can we?
It's
But
a-
honestly, no.
Wait a
this is
minute.
the main stage that's been the same for the
Welcome
past
to
5 years.
Temple News and Valley.
On Tuesday, so we had bank holiday as the hangover day, didn't we? We were all
Yeah.
fucked by the sounds of
Yeah.
it. On Tuesday, I set my machine up there, took the laptop in and put it on top of
Lovely
my
new standing desk.
I know. Do you
Yeah.
know what I was saying to Ben? I want to speak to you and Bridie about it, but I want to get like some bits, like a keyboard and a monitor and stuff.
Oh, you'll have to speak to Aki Alf.
Yeah, no worries.
Get some cherry.
I just
MX
think I've
Browns,
got
mate.
this lovely chair. I'm so lucky to have this lovely chair
Yeah.
and now a lovely desk.
Yeah.
And I think, a half decent monitor and a nice mechanical keyboard won't go amiss. But anyway,
Speak to our occupational health. I
will do.
I'll
Who's
message-
that
I'll
this week?
Dan.
Dan, oh, fuck's sake. For God's sake.
Find out on next week's podcast.
He's the
Rob
worst.
gets a keyboard.
But yeah, so I set up, ready in Final Cut, got your Drive stuff, your Google Drive footage, loaded it all in, and I was like, it's going to be an easy fucking day today because I'm not going to have to make a video here because there's no chance we got one. And just ended up with a good vid. The thing is, like, people
Left the day annoyed. Shit, we've got a video.
I've had to do some work. People are going to be like, I'm a little bit kind of anxious is the wrong word, but like I'm preempting people like moaning about it. Like,
Because we shut the car park.
no,
That's
like
what you're
people,
saying.
people moaning about like, oh, you're complaining about the lineup's not for you. Like, and I know, and I'm acknowledging that before you've even seen it. Like, I know you're not telling me anything I don't already know, but I recommend watch the. I mean, you've already watched it, but people, I hope people just watch it as a low production TPD at a festival with a good squad, chatting some shit.
TPD hanging out.
Hey, just chilling with TPD.
It's like a day in the life, but with the festival flair.
Well, as I was chatting in the Patreon exclusive Discord today,
it's good in there, you know.
Yeah, it's nice, you know. It's like if people met us at a festival and rather it being a massive fucking crowd because we're dead famous and that. Sorry. Sorry. Rather than like I don't know. Rather than like it'd be like an orderly queue of like people going.
Yeah.
And
doing
you can leave.
Yeah, you can ignore. No. Seriously, I was having a chat in the Discord, and someone was saying like, oh, you should do some smaller festivals because like would just like to watch more of you just like hanging out and being you guys rather than like TBD goes to this festival and like at the end of the day like that's how we started, just going to like Leeds Fest over and over again and just us being hilarious because I think we're hilarious in my opinion. I would say that.
I would agree. To be fair, that's two people.
So like this is
2.5.
This is another one of those videos where it's like it's not about like
it's
the
more
festival.
about like here's us, as opposed to here's the festival.
And I'm here for that. I'm here for all those videos.
Well, you have to be.
Yeah.
Anyway. Just allow it, guys. I think it's a good little. It's a good little vid.
And if you watch it,
sponsor, we're not trying to sell you anything. We're purely just trying to entertain you. That one.
If you watch it and if you enjoy it, hopefully we can convince Bridie to do a road trip this year.
Oh, please. Also, if anyone from Outbreak Festival is listening, we'd love to attend. And
as
that
it turns out,
that is something that you know, people saying you can do any smaller festivals. Like that's one that I'd really like to cover. And at first I was like, I don't want to cover it because I really respect Outbreak and what they do. And I don't want to go in there and be like, this is not designed for me at all.
Slam Dunk 2.
That's our MO. That's what we do, innit?
I think
EDC.
I think because Outbreak, it will be the first time. And there's a lot of stuff on the lineup I've heard of. I think we'd have a good crew, like four of us at Outbreak. It's just in Manny Down Road. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Outbreak, but just send me an email.
just send me an email.
They're not even watching who you're talking to.
Yeah,
someone will be.
Maybe. Yeah,
someone will.
I know literally fuck all about it.
The Red Bull fridge is right there, mate. Right.
It speaks for itself.
Spoke on a podcast and on a video. Someone sort me out with a Red Bull fridge.
And now they're sponsoring Leeds.
They are.
I'm gonna get that kit, you know. I think it might.
No, it's not a headline sponsor.
Yeah, it's a front kit sponsor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I was saying like,
did they get promoted the other day?
No, we lost.
And they've got a Red Bull sponsor.
Is it 2-0 or something like that?
I'm surprised Red Bull want to be seen in fucking Division 2 or
I
whatever
think it's
that is.
great.
I do as well.
My brother tweeted saying like, this is the death of this team. And yeah, I'm calling you out, Scott, about your tweet.
Scott, big up, man. Hope you're doing well, Scott.
I think it's a great sponsor. Red Bull is a sick sponsor.
Scott makes a cameo in the Slam Dunk video.
Does he?
Really?
Wow. I'll have to watch.
Oh la la.
You'll never see him.
Where the fuck does that?
He's in there.
Right.
Hey, do you know what we missed off as we, I guess, wrap up? Mallory Knox's audio issues. Not a bad one. Or was it even them, or was it we? I can't
No, it was Mallory Knox.
It was really bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, I felt really bad for him.
Yeah.
Like,
Keep the cable plugged in.
because it must have been a power issue.
I just bought a $29.99 wireless guitar system. So it eliminates the cable between the amp and the guitar. It means I can walk anywhere in my room, which I could do anyway, but more specifically, it means I can turn around.
So not an issue.
I can turn around and, you know, not get the cable all curled up.
Yeah.
30 quid on Amazon. Played today. I didn't have any audio issues.
I kept seeing like the staff. I don't know what you call them, but
Hey,
everyone was running around with
they worked.
extension leads just trying to plug stuff in. I was like, what's going on?
Do you know what? I left them a review on Amazon. I've never left an Amazon review before. But the seller, the manufacturer, reached out on an email, like a follow-up email. It's like, have you received it okay? We're quite new. We'd love it if you left a review. And I was like, that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
It wasn't like just like leave us a review. It was like,
how much are you going to pay me?
if you need any extra support with it, just messages on here. We'll help you set it up. Blah blah blah. It's just like easy to set up. But I was like, that's a great level of service. So I left them a review. It's a fucking great piece of kit. I understand why it won't work at Slam Dunk. Obviously, there's loads of frequencies and stuff, but it works great for me. I'm really happy with it.
You say that. If it's a 2.4 gigahertz.
Yeah, it is 2.4 gigahertz.
I want any fucking Wi-Fi there, so
that's true.
no problem at all.
Oh God. So yeah, sorry that we moaned about the lineup and went to a festival we didn't really want to go to.
I had a decent time.
I had a good time.
If I wasn't ill, I would have had a great time, and maybe it's my responsibility because it's a festival totally lined up for me, and I just wasn't able to bring it.
I guess maybe next year we could hope for a bit more of a kind of memorable day.
Yeah.
Maybe
a day
that we can all not forget.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah,
I said maybe. You know, we're too close to the bone.
And if it means a lot to you, then maybe you should go next year.
Do you know what? All signs point to a better weekend.
All I want is a better weekend next year.
Preach. I need to do the fucking HelloFresh ad read tonight.
Yeah.
I need to wash the panhandle.
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
That's a real reach, but okay.
I do need to do that. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Right.
Cool.
Any other business, guys?
Any other business?
Yeah, we're gonna throw it out. Any birthdays?
I need to sort this.
I had my birthday yesterday.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
How was it? How was the curry?
Went to Niam's or whatever it's called, just literally down on Wellington Street. Curry was a 6 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Which was good. We should have got a starter.
What did you get a starter?
Fish masala.
I don't think I can spell it.
And then I got like a spicy chicken curry as my main with pilau rice and a naan full of meat.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was just too much food. It was really nice. Do you know what? I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Service, 11 out of 10.
Oh,
really?
Do you know
they
why?
Send you an email.
It was.
Email.
It was.
It's Amazon guy again.
It's these Indian Yorkshire lads.
Bite into naan. Ooh, is that 2.4 gigahertz wireless there?
You know,
put it in my mouth.
when you go to a curry house, a lot of the time it's quite prim and proper service. And sir, these two guys were great. Like Indian Yorkshire lads. Mary's like, Mary had some specific requirements as to how she wanted her tikka masala like specced. So she was like, you know the tikka masala? He's like, yeah, love, I do know the tikka masala, yeah. And then like at the end, like handing out the hot towels, like that towel's probably hotter than that tikka masala. You know, really good service is like, you know, comes over, just gives us a look. 3 big cobras, like really good service, like taking the piss out of us, but like in a fun way. It was great, and
it's not a meal that you're gonna forget because of the service.
The meal was lovely, and the service was great, and we tipped him like 20 quid. It was that good,
and that's coming from a Brett boy as well.
Yeah, literally, it was Mary's treat. It was my birthday.
Yeah,
how many noodles?
Or Mary and Hawley's treat actually. It was lovely, really good. I just shouldn't have got the starter. But we never go for curries, do we? And we always say we fucking love curry.
Why don't we next?
Great veggie options at curry houses as well, because a lot of Indians are vegetarian. Fucking brilliant. Oh, you're vegan though, aren't you? I forgot.
I'll tell you what is good. I got on delivery actually, so I'd love to try the in-house experience. Del Wally Food near the bottom. It's kind of near Blunderbuss. It's new and it's like all red.
No, not heard of that.
Really
I don't entertain any. I don't do any curry orders. I never order a curry because I don't want Tupperware. Like the Tupperware just puts me off. Because I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's like the Bundo thing is what it came in.
Oh, okay, that's all right because you can eat it out of that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want the admin of like, here's Tupperware. I've got to then decant it onto a plate, and now I've got to wash the plate.
Eat it out
and
of
I've got no, but then you feel like a tramp eating it.
Oh wait, no, because actually the rice Tupperware is full of rice.
Yeah, it's like full of rice. So I never order a curry. Like that's the thing. But Mary orders from somewhere called Naeem's, and she swears by it, and I'm going to give it a go. But do you want to know what she does, mate? She's not really into chicken, is Mary.
No, she's not. She's weird about it.
She orders a chicken tikka masala.
No chicken.
No, she orders it with the chicken and leaves the chicken.
Oh,
Check it out, surely. Maybe. I don't know.
What a waste. I'm starving now, you know.
Oh, you know, tell you what, I had a McDonald's last night.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What, just
Go
like
for?
sober?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's because I was getting back from my band practice and it was like getting late. So it's like, just give me something like quick. And it used to be cheap, didn't it?
Oh, what's happened, bro?
It's fucked. It used to be cheap and quick, and like you'd get like a gangy, wouldn't you, or something like that.
Gangy was great,
Yeah.
man.
And now it's fucking more expensive now. Anyway, went on there, driving back. I was like, oh, I'll get me and Rach chicken select meal each.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So looking at like
What?
possibly up to £7 each for that.
So yeah, a 3-piece chicken select meal.
Oh, you went for the 3-piece?
I'm just. Oh, well, I didn't actually.
God, I'm having a nightmare with my hair.
3-piece chicken select meal, right? £7 a piece. I thought that is fucking mental. About to pay £14 for 2 meals from McDonald's.
That's bad.
Yeah, it should be a £5 each. McDonald's.
Go on, man.
You should get a Big Mac meal for a £5 tops. Anyway,
A large one.
I started looking into like,
With a toy.
Let's see what's new. Oh, they're doing 9-piece sharing select meal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went onto it. Yeah, I'll have that sauce and that sauce. Oh, it's making me select the 3rd sauce. So 9-piece select meal with 3 sauces. The barbecue one, the sweet
chili,
yeah,
and the chive one, like the
No.
sour cream.
They got rid of that now, you know.
All right, I'm listening.
Garlic mayo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'd rather have the.
Yeah, same.
It was.
How much was it for the 9 box?
I can't. Was it like?
Cheaper than £15.
Oh, so I got that. I got some, you know, the little cheese balls things that they got now.
Yeah,
Got a portion of those, 5 of those. I got, and then I used
Fucking
the
hell, tapas, man.
No, it was great. It was fucking
Ronald,
great.
is that you?
And I used the 3 for £3 deal.
Oh,
to
that's
get-
new, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Have you seen this?
to get 2 small fries and 4 nuggets, because like you know when you eat at
Man's
McDonald's.
like, what's he called? That money saver guy, Martin.
Oh,
Lewis.
yeah,
Martin Lewis,
and you know what, mate?
money-saving
That
expert,
whole
innit?
meal, £14.
Well, have you seen what you can do with the selects? So if you order the wrap,
Yeah.
which has 2 selects in it, and that's like $1.79,
Yeah.
and you just option out everything except the selects. That's your cheapest way to get selects.
That's funny.
Can I just say I love the introduction of the self-service till and what that, because we thought yeah, it's just for supermarkets, but the avenues with food selection is truly to be applauded.
It is better.
It's
to use
better.
them. Just make sure they've got some till roll in them, guys.
Yeah, come on, guys, we're back to
It
basics.
goes the one in the city, the one in
Come
the
on.
train station. It goes print in your receipt. Then it goes no receipt. So you go okay, and it goes
Boys.
number 7. And it's like,
Yeah.
what number am I? And you've got to then watch like, is that could be a McCrispy there. It's about the right
Yeah,
size. Are they reaching for the Tropicana? And that's how you know it's yours. Fucking Jesus.
Now that we're talking about self-service checkouts,
Here we go.
guess who now has the award for best self-service checkouts? And you wouldn't guess it, but it is very obvious when I say it.
Tesco.
No.
I
Morrison's.
want to say Morrison.
Think outside of the self-checkout. Who does not fuck around when it comes to checkouts?
Decathlon.
No, but they are.
Aldi.
He's got it.
Really?
So-
what?
Aldi don't fuck about. They want you to have a browse,
Yeah.
and then they want you through that till point as quick as possible.
I didn't know Aldi had scores.
Yeah, they do now. So,
Because Aldi products have a barcode on every side of the packaging.
yeah.
It's easy.
Their self-checkouts, mate, are rapid. You press something and it works. And I know that sounds mental, but how many times have you been
But
stood?
why do we expect less than that? Do you know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Because
Same in
the bar-
cars. Like, you can buy a shitty £100 Huawei phone and it will be responsive.
Yeah.
But, like, you buy a fucking brand new Hyundai or go and use the self-checkout in Tesco and it's like using a fucking iToy.
And it goes, whoop, and then scan your club card. Like,
So I've started like almost every morning. I'll go and buy a 6-pack of crumpets from train station, at Sainsbury's. And sometimes I'll need to go into the Tesco as well underneath flat. So I'll get the shit I need in Sainsbury's because it's next to the Pret. I get my coffee, get my crumpets, and then I come and get some bits from Tesco. And I'm sure Tesco really don't want you to steal from them. They're the most hard on it.
That's a good point.
They've got the massive screens saying, we're recording you.
Yeah.
And so when I go in, I show my crumpets I've just bought to the camera. It's like the first thing I do. I go in, I go, crumpets are coming in, I've brought them in. Because they sell them in there, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I bought some Baroccas, yeah? And even the Baroccas have got security, like, you know those little stickers, the security sticker.
Yeah.
Not like a tag where you need it removing, but like a sticker where you need it like swiping to just like demagnetize it. So I'm leaving Tesco. It's like 7:30 in the morning. And I've got my crumpets, my Pret, and my Baroccas. And it sets off the barrier because I've self-checked it.
Yeah.
So like
you got to check yourself, mate.
Yeah.
They don't have one of them things.
It shouldn't let me do that.
Yeah.
And do you know what it does so in that Tesco now, the barrier going off disables the automatic door and it locks the door.
Wow.
Do you know what? That's just really smart.
I know.
To be honest.
So I was like more impressed than anything.
Yeah.
And the last comes over and I was ready for like I brought these in myself. I could check the CCTV. She was sound, obviously. She knows I'm not out there robbing. I've got the morning stuff. And I was like, does that disable the door? She was like, well impressed with it. She was like, yeah, it does. I was like, that's clever, isn't it?
I know.
She's like,
They got shit like that at like Morrison's and stuff now, where like they got the doors to like lock you in,
annoying.
the self checkouts, and like it seems good, but only it's good until it doesn't work.
I'm not being funny. Those doors look like they were made by like us in like design and technology.
Yeah,
you know, when you just have to
like,
bend the
yeah,
plastic.
yeah.
Like you could force yourself through them.
yeah, I mean, the only thing they're going to do is, because if you're robbing, you're just going to fuck off through them.
I'm Ben.
They're only just going to inconvenience people who've just been fucked over like I had in that.
They've clearly got a scanner, haven't they, to scan the receipt, and you just don't. You don't need to scan them. Not in my Morrison's anyway.
No, so they've got so it's connected to the till, and they've got like tracking in the ceiling, so it knows that you've paid, that transaction's gone through, and then it'll open because it follows your heat.
So clever.
Yeah, and it didn't work for me not too long ago, and I was like, now I just want to leave. I paid for my product, and now all I want to do is leave, and I can't. So and like, there's no one about because it was dead, and like there was no one manning the checkout. So I was like, I guess I'm just stuck here now.
This is just my life.
And shops have got really bad for creating a path where you have to buy something.
Yeah, like it's awkward for you to get out.
So
but what is bad for that? Is it Lidl?
Yeah.
But like,
all like
you
that
have to. It is bad that.
Even like Target and shit in America's getting really bad with it. Like remember the boxes. Like previous years would be able to just pick up a pack of boxes.
Security.
Now you got to
thing.
ask someone like.
Press the button, haven't you?
Got some massive skidders currently. I need some new boxes, please.
We've all shit our pants. TMI.
Have you shit your pants yet?
Absolutely not.
We've had a year so far of shitting and pissing our pants.
Yeah.
I've pissed the bed twice.
Today?
No, not today, but one at snowbombing and one here.
Hey, let us know in the comments if you've pissed yourself in the past 6 months. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
So we're going to bring back a day in the life as well.
Ooh.
For Patreon.
Ooh.
Just drop that in.
So we're leading with the Zurich vlog, which is good. And this is the thing that day in the life is, like, it's not got a place on the channel anymore. But like real low stakes stuff.
Yeah.
So it's starting off heavy with the Zurich vlog, which is probably one, that is a sizable vid. But like vlogging is just so second nature to us now that like there's no stopping us. Like if we're going to like a gig, just create a little 7-minute fucking vlog like we used to do.
Yeah, it is wild, isn't it? Because you would just knock that out, wouldn't you? And be like, it's a 10-minute video.
This is no work for us at all. And it's like giving back to the people that support us, because it's been so nice to pivot a bit away from sponsors and rely on the Patreon more. The Patreon's growing. It's doing really, really well. And I just think it's a smart idea to just give them that.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Speaking of sponsors, I need to speak to you.
Great.
Is that my cue to fuck off?
No, you can stay.
That's a private meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a good chat. It's nice to be back. It's very rare that I'm up for one of these because I'm normally knackered.
Yeah.
But I got up at 9 a.m. today, which is quite late for me in recent times. So, and do you know what? I've really had a lazy day. So I thought I can do somewhat productive here. I've finished the Zurich vid. What else have I done? Really not too much. Done some thumbnail stuff, but
I had a good day yesterday. I installed some lights in my garage.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Some hard craft.
I proper wired the whole thing in as well. It
Nice.
looks decent.
I've just been doing. Well,
I was amazed that I can wire things.
what are you trying to do? You're trying to create it, turn it into a room or something?
No, I literally just
Still
like
just using it
so
as a garage?
50% of the year I'll go in there and I'll be like, I can't see shit, because it's like it's
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
Or,
have
it's
we invented
nighttime.
a solution to fix
And
this?
there's no electric in there, so
Candle.
they say we don't.
Yeah.
Candles in there, mate.
They say we don't use the sponsors. Oh, you just take the sponsor money and then you run and
They
then
don't
you
even
use
say that, bro. They
Yeah.
don't even say that.
Yeah,
People
they do.
say to me, someone said a week ago, there's no way you're wearing those fucking vesties. While I was literally wearing them at EDC. I love the vesties.
So they do say it then.
No, but you're making out as if like it's a big thing. Like you take the
They say-
money and run. Like,
They say-
fucking
They say
Bruce
like, oh,
Springsteen.
you have these power banks so you don't actually use them. Guess what? I don't have any power in my garage. I got the Jackery in there now, fully hooked up to the
the lighting
lights. It's a
system.
permanent install. It's fucking great.
Here's a question.
What?
Where's the EcoFlow?
Where is that?
I thought we had it here,
Yeah.
but we've just got that massive drone one that's like a second battery.
It must be in your cupboard.
It's not.
Well, wherever it is, it'll be sat somewhere, not charging, and therefore depleting, which is really bad for the battery. And the battery, what they'll do over time is expand,
Doing the
and maybe
Shut up about the EcoFlow. Doing the EcoFlow ad read was one of my least favourites because Jake Varley can't fucking remember something you've just told him.
Bless him.
10 years worth of recharge cycles. So it's got to, what is it again?
there's a
We were
great,
doing it on the Yorkshire trip, on the Yorkshire 500.
there's a great bit in the Slam Dunk video. I do remember this, where I called him out for
Turning round.
yeah, where he can't use. He's got a camera in one hand, drinking other, and he obviously can't do it with his hands.
Yeah.
So he's like a game character that's like, oh, there's no logic to tell him what to do. So he just spins round in a circle while he's talking.
Like he's in his T-pose, waiting for a script to run. Yeah. So this morning I woke up and I read the first thing I did was flick through this. It's called the GTA 6 document. It's known as. Have you seen this?
I absolutely have not seen this.
I've never heard of it. It's like a 60.
It's literally called the
70
GTA 6 document.
Yeah. It's made by
Is it on Reddit?
Reddit.
I don't know why I expected
And
it.
it's a 60 to 70 page. Like, here's absolutely everything we know
That's
about
cool, yeah. Okay.
about not from the trailer, but that's not the obvious shit.
Yeah.
So it's all from the leaks, and it's like here's all the brands, and it's really good. And I read that, and then I watched like a load of those leaks from like 2 years ago. It's a nice way to start the day.
If you just said to me, right, I'm Rob Kellis, and what my challenge is right now is to tell you about the start of my day and make it as unsurprising to you as possible. Guess how I started my day? I started it reading everything that we know about GTA 6. I'd go, yeah, it does sound about right. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, yesterday I ended my day watching. People will have heard of Dark Viper AU. He's the number one GTA 5 speedrunner. But he's got this series called Facts and Glitches You Don't Know About GTA 5 from
I've seen
speedrunners.
it. Seen it often, yeah.
And it's
I love this shit.
83 episodes long. And the episodes are only like 12 minutes. But it's fucking class. Because like it's like dumb shit like when you restart this mission via like a mission replay, the mission title text is actually in the wrong font and wrong color, but only for this one. And it's just dumb shit like that. Oh, and it's
This
fucking
is what
great.
happens, Rockstar, when you don't release a fucking game for like however many
He's got
years.
a playlist of them, and there's some are more interesting than others, but like you can watch all of them, and I have. But then,
Doubt that.
because they're so like,
I believe you.
here's one, here's another, here's another, here's another. You can just start them again, and you forgot like the first ones. Oh, it's brilliant. Shout
That's
out
taking up
to Matt.
space. I get annoyed about Rach keeping DVDs.
Why has she got DVDs?
So beside the point, I get annoyed about Rach keeping DVDs because then they're like, "Why do you own DVDs? It's literally like a digital format that's on a physical media that could just be on a hard drive and literally invisible and take up zero space." That's taking up space on a fucking server, and I'm getting annoyed about it. Like, what else could be stored there?
I saw my mum yesterday,
Yeah.
and she was like,
Has she read the document?
I've got unlikely. She came to flat for the first time.
Unlikely. It's not impossible.
Came to flat for the first time, which was nice. And
For the first time?
she's terrified of heights.
Ah, okay.
So literally I had to beg her to come up because I wanted to open my presents with her there. It's her birthday and that. So I had to close this door, close my bedroom curtains, like hold her hand, like walking out that lift and be like, don't look to your right because there's a window there. Cause she'd just pass out, bless her. Anyway, she goes to me, oh, Robert, I've got all these old VHS home movies. She was like, I'd love to get them all put onto DVD. And I said to her, I was like,
let's skip a step here.
Why do you want to put them on another outdated media? She's like, well, that's what you do with them. I said to her, Mum, have you got a DVD player? She goes, oh, I don't know. I don't actually have one. I was like, well, what the fuck are you on about? It was just so funny, like, like,
Just
I need
that's
to get
what you
these
do
put
with
on
them.
DVD. And you'd get people, when I worked at Curry's, people kept photographs on a fucking DVD, man. Why are you buying these DVDs? I would provide an excellent service to my customers, right? So I would probe and I would ask them questions. I'm not just going to bag this set of DVDs for you. I want to know, is there a better solution for you? You're buying these blank DVDs, Memorex fucking 100 blank DVDs for like 30 quid. What are you using these for, mate? Like, I'm just interested. Like, why are you using them? Or to put photos on?
Mind your fucking business.
So it's my job to ensure that they're walking out with the best solution with their life.
I don't want to put it on the cloud.
No, listen, I wouldn't either necessarily. Interesting. So have you thought about just getting a USB drive? Like, it would store more and they're all on one? Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, no worries. Why not just put them on your phone then so you can actually look at them? So you've got a DVD. So you want to look at a photo, and this was admittedly 9 years ago, probably, but like still way into the age of like.
What iPhone were we on?
9 years ago, we've been on the iPhone 6, iPhone 6S.
Yeah, cloud applications.
Well, you got live photos now, but like, so you're looking at a photo. You want to look at a photo. What disc is that on? How do you? What's that journey like?
Literally, yeah. A photo album is surely.
You'd be better off printing them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking hell.
Anyone watch the Ashley Madison thing on Netflix?
Oh, I haven't, but I think Ashley Madison's fascinating. I know everything there is to know about it.
You know about the hack and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I read about it, but I've not seen it.
It's a decent 3-part documentary. It is well worth a watch.
Do you know that's the kind of thing that just Netflix shouldn't be touching?
Why?
That's the kind of thing that a nerd on YouTube needs to explain to me. Netflix needs to be doing stuff like Making a Murderer, shit that like me or you couldn't find out on our own.
Yeah,
I hate shit like that on Netflix. Give me a nerd in a room.
It's by the people who work there, so it's something that only they're
biased.
They could do. Well, yeah, it's great because like I hate to say this, but like I was kind of on their side. I was like, yeah, like. I get the service that they were selling.
It's a great service.
Yeah.
What is that? Just for like at its core essence. So it's I get the service. The hack, it was just so it released a load of details, didn't it?
So it didn't release them. It said
not them, someone else did. Or something.
So someone called something group got the names and details of everyone that was on there. Yeah. It didn't say whether they actually did anything, just whether they were on there. And they said, delete your service, otherwise we will release this information.
Oh, okay.
And they called their bluff and they didn't delete the service and they released the info. But there was like the president or prime minister of like Canada or something on there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But yeah, I mean, I don't condone cheating, but I think
if people are going to do it, they're going to do it.
But
So,
also, like,
if somebody wants to make some money off that,
yeah, it's
no,
not.
but
for them
how many people are into like voyeurism or some kind of cuckolding or some kind of And do you know what? Absolutely fair enough. I've seen some of that porn and some of it's all right.
Yeah.
But like that is a platform.
There's even a bit of blood in there sometimes.
Where you don't have to go on. And again, I don't use dating sites and that, but like, if you're trying to get into that,
they tried to get me to sign up. I said no.
It's hard to. I don't want to crash your servers, love. Like that's a platform where everyone knows the situation.
Yeah.
And I think it's good for shit like that.
You pay to use it, so like everyone's serious on there. Like,
No time
yeah.
I think too many people will see it as just purely like I'm having an affair behind my wife's back, when I think a lot of those people were probably like couples that want to like swing, because it does happen. I've been propositioned a few times, particularly on Merrion Street, twice. When I've been out with a lass and a couple will start chatting to us, and I'm
really?
like,
So do you want to swing?
Get out of here. I'll take her home. I'm joking. But it is a big thing, and I think a lot of people on that site was probably that.
I might watch that because I'm interested in the.
I'll send you a YouTube one.
No, I'll watch it.
YouTube.
Don't watch the Netflix one.
I can compare and contrast.
That is for normies.
Oh yeah, I'm not a normie.
If you want a bit of like light home entertainment viewing, then watch that. But then watch the deep dive YouTube.
I want to deep dive into
what a lovely evening.
What a great what
listeners hear how nice the evening's just got behind Ben.
I'm interested in how they've got the data. Really, that's all I care about. If
I don't tell you that.
No, it won't, because it'll be dramatized. It'll have music.
Yeah,
it'll have like fancy tracks. Honestly, mate,
I want to see someone in a balaclava.
It'll have music by UB6. No,
I want someone in a balaclava on with a black hoodie on a laptop with some Matrix code on and some basic HTML to show them hacking into the Ashley Madison servers.
Do you know what I did in the Slam Dunk video? And I like doing this, probably because we're at the top of the game.
AI generated music.
I should have gone with You've Made Your Bed.
Oh,
that would have been a better one.
I was thinking of like Sinners Never Sleep around or something.
You were saving it for the bedroom.
Because we didn't do a very comprehensive job at covering Slam Dunk, I gave like a shout out to some other creators that
that's cool.
Have done Slam Dunk vlogs. And there's some decent ones out there. And I like doing that. It's nice.
Steve Jobs being like, have you tried Microsoft?
yeah.
They do a great Office application.
What's HCC saying these days?
These people, like, they've got their shit out early, like we used to do. Straight away.
You know what? I've seen a few actually.
Yeah, and
on the old home feed.
Some are better than others for sure. But fair play.
No one knows productivity like Microsoft.
So that was that. I'm just looking for the Ashley Madison video I watched. I haven't really eaten today, you know.
I've just universed it. I had a lasagna.
Oh, I love lasagna.
From Aldi.
I wouldn't hate it. I've just never had one.
I bet you self-checked that out so quick.
No, they were closed. Went late the other night, and it was well annoying.
I've got half a sandwich sat next to me that I was eating before we started.
Well, on that bombshell, we've run for an hour and a half.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what?
I've enjoyed this.
I have.
I've enjoyed it. I think I'm just not comfy. This isn't right for me. So I don't know, just the vibe, the way I'm sat, the mic. Can't see the runtime.
Yeah, you can. It's right there.
Yeah, no, I can see it, but
you got bad eyes.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, listen.
We'll
have a domain.
We'll have a
whatever
think,
you need to do. But let's get it as right as we can without spending any more money first.
Yeah, absolutely. But I love the backdrop. It's my favourite bit.
Nice, isn't it?
The cameras worked a treat.
Yeah.
You've done a great job with the clicker.
I could not focus on chatting and clicking. I really struggled. That's why it was on you for all the time.
You've got to chat and look.
It's a real. I really want to try.
You can't be present in the conversation.
We'll spend some time
having a play about.
Yeah, either one shot or an auto switcher or something. But anyway,
yeah.
Right, gang.
It was on me.
Sorry that we've no doubt said some of the bands you like are shit, but they just are.
Ah, well.
We literally didn't say any bands were shit.
Yeah, we said all the Slam Dunk bands were shit.
We said the lineup was shit, but then actually we were like, yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah,
All
do you
the
remember
ones
that time
went to
where we
Right.
talked about how glad we were the car park was shut as well? Like, yes. Woo.
We've had
Well,
some
all
good
we said,
memories.
We the Kings were shit.
Mm.
That's the only one, I think.
Hey, but do you know what?
Bob Villan, though, eh?
We can't. Hey,
Yeah.
it's weird, that, isn't it?
It's more like Bob is the villain, eh?
Yeah, am I right?
With an iron, not a
Villain
wine.
by name, villain by nature.
Oh, well.
Moving on.
See
See ya.
Yes. On that note, bye.
Oh, do you want to press the button, Ben, and I'll
Oh,
do the
yeah.
thing. Yeah. Give us a countdown.
Nope, done it already.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.